As the Oklahoma Sooners prepare for the Final Four matchup versus Villanova here in Houston, Texas on Saturday night, there's been plenty of high praise for this team in the college basketball world. Many have been looking at what Lon Kruger has been able to do with this team and what Buddy Hield means to the world of college basketball.
It was a dominant conference, and every time you looked up, you thought, well, here's somebody else who could possibly win the whole thing. And so to see Oklahoma here in Houston is no big surprise when you got the best player on the planet college-wise and one of the great underrated coaches in the country in Lon Kruger.
Lon's had a history of being a terrific defensive coach, and yet the freedom he lets them express themselves on the offensive end. And I think how they've improved their shot selection too. Take a lot better shots, and they just have guys who don't mind the big shot late in the game.
There's no question that Oklahoma has been outstanding. I had a chance yesterday to interview Lon Kruger, and he was terrific. I had never met Lon before, but I know that he had been to the Final Four 22 years ago, and I said, do you ever wonder if you might never get back? And he said, you try not to wonder that, but every once in a while that might seep into it. But the fact, I think, that when you come from such a competitive conference, I don't think it can help but serve you well once you hit the tournament.
Collective chemistry that they have, the fact that three of the seniors you mentioned, and Buddy Hield and Ryan Spangler and Isaiah Cousins, along with Jordan Woodard, who's a junior, those guys have started well over 100 games together. You can't replace that type of experience. I mean, that's invaluable. That's impressed me. And then the way his teams play with great freedom and confidence, and he's extremely positive in how he coaches. And I think that helps players play their best. So I've enjoyed watching them. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I haven't seen them in person at all this year, but now I'll get a chance to, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
All good teams need a leader. You need someone to lean on. Now I sound like Bill Withers singing a song. But the fact of the matter is that's exactly what Buddy Hield does.
His personality is what impresses me. I think his positive outlook impacts this team. And then you add on the other dimensions, his great ability to shoot the ball. Now he's gotten better with the dribble. He's got his short game, middle game, deep game. The stretching ability of his jump shot, where defenses have a long way to go. And you really pretty much have to have one guy play him honestly so he can't help with others. And I think that's made other people, play at a higher level and make them as successful as they are.
Part of it is his ability. I mean, you can see him take the ball to the hole. You can see him shoot three-pointers, and he's shooting lights out. But I think what makes him like a rootable character is the fact that he's likable. You hear about his story in the Bahamas and playing barefoot and everything else, but he's just genuinely a good guy. And so you love to see that combination of talent and humility and the name and everything. I mean, how do you not like the guy? And so I can't wait to see what he does with that kind of a stage on Saturday.
Tip-off is set for around 5 p.m. Central Time. From Houston, Texas, I'm Annabelle Stefan, Big 12 Digital Network.